Hi, Gabby.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. How are you, Gabby?
Better than yesterday.
Yes, you were. How you were about you put the vaccine that it was the third one?
Yes. And well, I knew that the effects
Yeah,
affects some
more than
people.
the other, right?
Yes, but I thought that never happened to me.
Yeah.
But no, yesterday I went to work and I feel awful. I want to. Well, I have a headache. I- I am I wanted to faint.
Yeah.
Um, like everything, I get home and then I get worse because I feel pain in all my body.
Mm,
So I don't have another choice to go to the hospital, and then I get some medicines, and well, they give me some injections. Now I feel better, but I didn't go to work because I was very bad.
yes. Oh, so today you didn't go.
No.
Yeah, it was like 3 days, right? That it is like you don't have to do many things.
Yes. I can't touch cold water. I can't eat some foods. That kind of
Oh,
things.
wow, yeah, it's really hard. Really, really
Hmm.
hard. Well, yes, you have only to take care,
Hmm.
but well, you are more protected, right, with that third because
Yes, I did it because I have I have too much contact with people in my work and in every place. So I thought it has to be necessary.
yes. So it's better prevent
Mhm.
than after being like, no, why?
Yes.
Okay, Gabby, don't worry. Well, today we're gonna start with okay with the next grammar, the next unit 4.
Mhm.
So today we will start with this. We're gonna start seeing one grammar, well, two grammars that are kind of same, but they're gonna be different in the tense
Mhm.
only. Okay, so
Mhm.
we're gonna see modals of possibility and probability in
Mhm.
present and modals of possibility and probability but in past. So we're gonna see this grammar in these two tenses. Okay, so I will share you my screen first. Give me a second. Okay, so yes, we will see these models of possibility and probability. Okay, so when we talk about, first of all, we're gonna start seeing these
Mhm.
differences of probability and differences of possibilities. When we talk about probabilities, we are talking about some actions that we are certain that they could be positive or they are gonna be done. okay? But when we talk about possibilities, as the name says, it's gonna be a possible action. So maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, so when we talk about probability, the auxiliary that we will have, okay, it's gonna be must. So must we use for probability. And when we talk about affirmatives with must, that it is probability, it is that something or the action that we are talking, it's 100% of probability. Okay, so it's 100% that is gonna be sure that something is going to happen. Okay, or something it's true. So if I say, let's see here the structure, subject, must, the verb in the base form, and the counter. So, for example, I can say in affirmative, this is affirmative, and I can say, okay, I must go early. Okay, I must go early. Class start at 7 p.m. for example. Okay, so what does it mean? That this action or this activity that I have, it's 100% of probable that it is sure that I'm not lying about this. So when I use must, okay, it's something that I'm talking because it is true and it is necessary for me to accomplish this. Okay. What happened in the opposite? If I use must or opposites, okay, it doesn't mean that something is 100% of probable. Example, must not. It's gonna say that it is less probable. Okay, so less probable. It's like something that it is not so sure. Okay. So in this case, if I say, well, the structure is gonna be the same. The only thing that we're gonna put is not after the auxiliary, not the verb in the base form. For example, she must not go with us. She's kind of sick, right? So what does it mean? That probably she is sick or probably not. So maybe she can go with us or maybe not. Okay, so but this is less probable that she goes with us. Okay? So when we use must, we have affirmative, we have negative, but we don't have interrogatives, okay? Never we have questions. Okay, so after this, about must, we have the modals of possibility. Okay, modals of possibility. So what modals can I use here? I will have may, I have might, and I have could. So I have these three models of possibility when I want to talk about that something is possible to do it. Okay, for example, in affirmative, something is gonna be like, Maybe yes, maybe not, okay? But it is not 100%. So with affirmative modals, this is gonna be like 50% of possibility, okay? But the structure is gonna be the same as must. Subject plus the modal, okay? Maybe may, might, or could. The verb in base form and the complement. Okay, so I can say here, I may travel with you. So this is a possibility. We are not sure, but maybe yes, maybe not. Okay, possibility. So after this, what do we have? If we have negatives, we could use the same, okay? But when I have negatives, I can't use with some of these modals. Which modal do you think, or if you remember, Gabby, which modals I can't use, okay? I can't use when you make negative statements. Do you remember?
Could? I'm not sure. Could.
Negative?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I can't use, right? I can use could.
Can't? Yes, cannot.
But I can use, I may not travel with you, for example.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't use could or can't.
Exactly.
Okay,
Can't.
okay. Yes. Okay, it is okay. It is great. But for example, if we are talking about these three modals, okay, what we are saying that we can't, okay, this is the thing. We can't use in negatives, negative statements with could, right? Only we're gonna use subject, only may or might with not. Plus the verb in base form and complement. Okay? May, might, or with not. So I can say, you might not you might not play soccer tomorrow. So it is a possibility, okay, in negatives. When we talk about possibilities in negative, okay, and the difference of this 100%, 50%, it's gonna happen the same, okay? So maybe it's a 50% of sure of something, okay? Okay, so after this, if I have questions, when I talk about questions, okay, I can't make questions with may or might, okay? I only can make questions with could, okay? Only with could. Subject, verb in base form, and complement, okay? Only with...
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes?
Maybe this is going to be odd. When we are in a school and always the teacher, the teacher of the school in English say, when we say, ¿puedo ir al baño? And then they always say no until you tell me in English and they say, may I go to the bathroom? It's correct.
Yes, it's correct. But for example, in this grammar, we are talking only about possibilities. Okay, that's why when we talk about possibilities, We only can make questions with could.
Mhm.
But for example, the sentence, the example that you give me, it's
Mhm.
with may. So what we are saying when I say, may I go to the bathroom? That is modals of permission,
Mhm.
right? So it's
Mm.
okay, but
Mhm. Mhm.
may, if I want to make questions with may, always
Mhm.
is going to be for only permissions.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay, only for
Thank you.
permissions. And could only
Mhm.
for possibilities. Okay,
Okay. Mhm.
perfect. Okay, so here I can say, could, could we go out together? For example, it's a possibility. And okay, how we're gonna answer? The way that we are gonna answer here, it's gonna be like this. Never we're gonna answer with could. I could use
Mhm.
might, or I could use may, right? For
Mhm.
example,
Mhm.
um, yes, yes, you may, for example. Okay,
Mhm.
yes, you may. Or you might, right? But what happens if I have a question with verb to be? For example, could we be here? If I have a question with verb to be in the sentence, always I answer with verb to be. So yes, you might be, for example.
Mhm.
Yes, you might be. Okay, so that is the way of answering in this. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is for structures. In the platform, we will see these others. For example, if we have here, for example, we're talking about probabilities. Only must when we are 100% of sure of something or something is true.
Mhm.
Okay, entonces I've got to go. It must be time for my class. So this is like she is saying the truth. Okay, if we talk about possibilities, we use may, might, could, the three ones for making or talking about possibilities. Okay,
Mhm.
so here, for example, Alicia says one statement. I don't think Professor Robert is from the United States. I think he said he came here when he was a teenager. Anna says he may be Canadian. Toby says he might come from Australia. Arden says he could be British. So if you're saying they are using different modals and
Mhm.
both or three ones are the same when we use in affirmative. So I could use whatever of these three, but they are the same. Okay. So when we use negatives, right, like 50% of something, always we're gonna use, we said only may or might not. But we said why we don't use could not. Here is the answer. We're gonna use can't, okay, or couldn't when something is 100%, okay, 100% of impossible. Okay, impossible. So in this case, I could use subject, my auxiliary in this case can, not, can't,
Mhm.
or couldn't. But with the verb in base form and the compound. But in this case, the difference between these first ones and these others, these are like maybe yes, maybe no, but this is 100% of impossible of something, okay?
Mhm.
So for example, he can't He can't be. He can't be. I don't know. Okay, he can't be there, for example. Okay, so it's something impossible. For example, I don't know. He is in the TV, for example. He can't be there. Okay, it's like, no, come on, for example. Impossible. I'm sorry, but you can't be serious. I'm sure you're mistaken because it is 100% of impossible. Must not as a negative is when we are like not sure about something, right? Something maybe could be impossible. So this is the structure with must not. He must not have any proof yet. So negative of may not and might not. Something is impossible, but we are not very sure. That's why it is 50%. No more. Crawford may not be innocent. May not, or maybe, we don't know. Okay. Questions, for questions, I only use could, only could. We don't use might, we don't use may, neither must. Okay, only could. And as we said, if we want to use may, it's only for permissions, no possibilities. So could for possibilities, for example, what do you think? Could Crawford be guilty? Or what do you think? Could Crawford be guilty? Who knows? He might be, okay? Or could Jackie really have an agent? She could. In this case, I can use, for example, with the same could. If I have a complement here, anything is possible. So it's not only this yes, no question or yes, no answer, okay?
Okay.
So that is the only thing. The only thing for this grammar is the structures, no more. Okay.
Okay.
So did you take notes about this, Gabby?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect, Gabby. So now we are gonna go to the platform, okay, to do the exercise. I will assign you. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it is done. Now let's start with the first one.
I had the announce for the disabled screen sharing.
Yes. No, it's okay. No, it's available.
Okay. Sally and the other will take it from they might know Jackie maybe taking classes together. I noticed the professor he might not. you think Nick is guilty? He can't. He can't be. He's innocent and rights proof. She Jackie is being really friendly to me. She might.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Excellent. Maybe do you have some question about this?
No, I was doubting in the can't be, but I related from the sentence that is that was up, and I read the B, and that's why I left that option.
Okay. Okay, don't worry. So let's do this another one.
Class. Feel.
Perfecto. Super, Gaby. About this, in these exercises, maybe?
No, it's fine.
Perfect. Okay, Gabby. So now, well, we're gonna do the third grammar, okay, of this unit, because
Okay.
this is related with this first one. You're gonna see that it is similar. It's like 100% of similar of this, but the only
Okay.
thing that it's gonna change into past. Okay, so I will share you. Okay, here. It's the same. The name is the same. Models of possibility and probability, but in past. So as we saw here, the structures, all the structures is the same, okay? Everything is gonna be the same. But what is going to happen or what is going to change? As we're talking about past, in this case, we are gonna use or we're gonna use another more auxiliary in order to convert this in past. For example, must have, okay? This is gonna be both are gonna be the auxiliaries for models of probability in past, okay? The first one was present. These are in past. Must have. So if we are talking about 100% of share, must have. Subject, must have. But the verb, it's not gonna be in base form. It's gonna be in past participle. Okay, so here, for example, we have to add, we must have. So the verb, it's not gonna be go. Also, it's gonna be gone. I must have gone early. My class started at 7. Okay. So how can I translate this? Yo debí haber, no? So must have, that is gonna be in past. If I want to use in negative, it's gonna be the same. Must not have. Always we put the not always in the first auxiliary, okay? Must not have. Less probable, must not have, and the verb in past participle. So here is the example. She must not have, well, gone with us. She was kind of sick. Okay, so past. Okay, everything in past. The same is going to happen with possibility. May is gonna work with have. Might, it's gonna work with have. Include, it's gonna work with have. So if we talk about modals that talks about 50%, modal plus have. So the modal plus have, the verb in past participle. I may travel, no, in past. I may have traveled with you. So how can I translate this? Yo pude haber viajado contigo. Okay, in past, possibility. 50% of negative, something is impossible. We don't know, but if it's sure, we are may or might, we have not, sorry, always in the first auxiliary, not have, the verb in past participle and the complement. You might not play soccer here, for example, might not have played soccer. So here is not gonna be in future. This is gonna be in past, yesterday, for example. Okay, so this is the way. Tú no podías haber jugado fútbol ayer. Hundred of impossible. Can't or couldn't, both, but with have. Verb in past participle and complement. He can't have been here, there. Él no pudo haber estado ahí. Okay, past. Questions, the same. Could, always at the beginning, the subject, and after this, we're gonna put the have. And the verb in past participle with complement. So, could we have gone out together? Yes. Yes, you may, maybe. Yes, you may, but always with both auxiliaries. Yes, you may have. Okay. Or could we have been there here? Yes, you might have. And if it's with verb to be, we respect the verb to be. You might have been, okay? So the only thing that we put is have and the verb in past participle, no more. If you add that, you are converting into past, okay? So maybe do you have some question until here, Gabby?
No, it's fine.
Very good, excellent, Gabby. So now we're gonna go to the platform, okay, in order to see the exercises. Okay. Okay. Probability past one. Perfect, very good. Excellent. Let's go next.
couldn't have.
Okay, so what happened there? In the first, no, they couldn't had. Okay, you're using only the verb, but the auxiliary?
Have had.
Yes, because it's auxiliary, and had, it's the verb.
Oh, okay. I think it was like repetitive, but oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, don't worry. Yes, the first is the auxiliary, and the second is the verb. And in final, I think that it is negative because it says in the first Professor Clark, probably a lot of status show King's dress like ball players. So athletes must have been pretty important. So it's like there is a change, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, let's try again.
Not be being I know.
Oh, yes, might. It was might.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Okay. I didn't read well.
Yes, because it was might, right? Okay, okay. But this is perfect. It is okay. Great. Okay. Okay, Gabby. So I don't know if you have some questions about this grammar.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Great. So tomorrow we are gonna finish with the other, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. So give me a second. Yes. Yeah, to will finish here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Gabby. So tomorrow we're gonna finish with this unit and the model, the whole model, okay? So see you tomorrow, Gabby, and take care a lot.
Thank you. Take care a lot too. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye, Gabby.
Bye-bye.